Well, let's do this again. I'm so excited to get started today. So glad that you are here with us. We're going to give you a moment to get in. I apologize. We had some real issues with sound there, and but we're going to test it and make sure we're good now. So I really appreciate you coming in. If you were in earlier, you got a notification a few minutes later. But for those of you that are watching this on a replay, I'm excited. You have no idea what took place. It's been a very, very interesting time just simply trying to get this out to you. I want to get started because I believe this is a critical subject that must be dealt with very effectively. And so we're going to do our best to deal with that today. Let me ask you something real quick. You've been doing everything right. You pay your bills on time. You try to keep your balances low. You build your business, or you are working every single day to build it. So why does it still feel like the bank has more control over your financial life than they do? I'm going to tell you why today, because the truth of the matter is they really do. They have more control, and the reason they have it is because they understand the game. And most of us were never taught how this particular game is played, but not after today. Today, right now, in the next several minutes, I'm going to show you 7 things your bank will never say to your face. 7 secrets they use to stay in control of your money and my money. And more importantly, I'm going to show you the exact way to flip that equation. Now, this is important as you come in. I'm so excited to have you with me on today, whether you are in here at this moment, whether you're watching this days or weeks into the future. It's very, very relevant. Now, welcome again. Do me a favor and drop the city in the chat where you're watching me from right now. Let me know where you are, and let's get into what we're here for today. I really love this community. I mean, I really do. We got people watching things from all over. I get great messages, and so it's very, very exciting to be connected to you. You want to understand the system. This is the place to be. You want to stop playing defense with your money. And that is exactly what we're going to show you how to do right now. Here's what I need you to do. Stay to the end. Secret number 7 is the one that changes the game for most people. And I'm going to give you something at the end that you can take action on today. Appreciate you, Los Angeles. So glad to have you with us on today. So glad to have you as well. Logic, appreciate you where you're watching us from. Now, let's get into this, because your bank is not your partner. That's the first thing. Before we get into the secrets, I need to set the table, because if you don't understand the foundation, the secrets will not hit the way they should. Here is the truth. Most people walk into a bank and they think they're building a relationship. They think the banker is on their side. They think the institution wants to see them win. The bank thinks something completely different. The bank sees you as a revenue source. You've got to get that. Same transactions, 2 completely different interpretations. And until you see it the way they see it, you will always be playing defense with your money. Now, I am not here to tell you banks are evil. That is not the point. Banks are businesses, and businesses exist to make money. Once you understand that, every single thing changes. Think about this. Every commercial you have ever seen from a bank, what do they show you? Happy families, smiling people, community, trust. They spend billions with a B of dollars making sure that we feel comfortable and safe. And there is nothing wrong with feeling safe, but comfortable and informed are 2 different things. They want you comfortable. I am here to make you informed. They're not the same, because the moment you understand how the bank actually operates, you stop being a consumer of the system and you start being a player in the system. That is the shift we are making today. Now, I'm so glad to have you with me. If you're in here, it's exciting to have you with me on today. I want you to drop an emoji of a bank in that chat if you've ever trusted your bank's advice without questioning it. Just be honest. No judgment here. We've all done it. And it's important that we recognize that they say something and we just kind of trust it and we kind of keep moving. Well, I've done that. Most of us have, because we were not taught differently. But that changes right now. Now, let's get to secret number 1. Your deposits are their investment portfolio. Secret number 1. And this one is going to make you look at your savings account completely differently. Every dollar you deposit into your bank, every dollar you work hard to save, the bank immediately takes that money and leverages it. Here's how it works. Through something called fractional reserve banking, your bank can lend out 8 to 10 times the amount you deposit. So you put in $10,000, they use that to create $80,000 to $100,000 depending on their lending power. They lend that money out at 6, 7, 8% interest or higher. And what do they pay you to hold your money? 0.01%. Let me say that again. You earn 0.01%. They earn 6, 7, 8% on your money. That is not a savings account. That is a subsidy. You are subsidizing the bank's investment portfolio every single day. Now, here's where it gets interesting. That strategy, deploying money to make more money, that is called leverage. And wealthy people do this every single day. The bank does this every single day. But nobody teaches regular people how to do it for themselves. That is one of the core principles of the CBL Wealth Blueprint. Your money should be working, not sitting, deployed, not stored. That is the mindset shift. The wealthy do not just save money, they deploy money. And the vehicle that makes that possible for entrepreneurs. We're going to get into that before this live is over. Now, I want you to see that, because secret number 2, this one is about money that exists, that you may qualify for right now, that your bank will never bring up unless you know how to ask for it. So, here is secret number 2. There are unadvertised credit programs for business owners. This is important. Banks have programs, real programs with real money that they are legally required to offer, but they do not advertise them. That's critical. They do not bring them up in conversations, and most business owners never know they exist. There is something called the Community Reinvestment Act. It requires banks to lend and invest in the communities they serve, particularly in underserved areas. That means there are lending initiatives, business starter lines, credit programs sitting inside your bank today that most people will never access because they never knew to even ask. And then there are relationship banking tiers. When you walk in with the right business structure, the right documentation, and the right language, you get access to a completely different conversation. Not because you are a different person, but because you are positioned differently. I've walked with business owners into conversations at their own bank, the same bank they've been doing business with for years. And by the time we left, the options on the table were completely different from what they had been offered before. Same credit, same person, different positioning. That's what the B in the CBL is about, business structure. It's not just about taxes or liability. It's about how you show up in financial conversations. It's about what doors open and which ones stay closed based on how you are set up. This is important. So, has your banker ever proactively told you about a program you did not already know about? Drop a yes or a no in the chat if you would. Have they ever told you about a program you did not already know about? This is important. Have they ever done that? Because most people are going to say, I've never been told. That is exactly what I expect, and that is not an accident. It is by design. They are not going to hand you the key. You have to know which door to walk up to. So let's keep it going. Secret number 3. Your bank's financial advisor is a product salesperson. This is important. All I need to hear on this one is to make sure you are tuned in and are being very careful about what you're about to hear. Because a lot of people have made serious financial decisions based on advice that was not actually advice. When you sit down with a financial advisor at your bank, that person is not measured by how much wealth you build. They are measured by how much product they sell. They earn commissions on CDs, on annuities, on savings products, on insurance products. Their quarterly review is not about your credit score or your business equity. It's about their sales numbers. Now, does that mean they are bad people? No. Most of them are genuinely trying to help you. But the structure they operate inside of is designed to generate revenue for the bank. And when someone's income is tied to what they sell you, that is a sales pitch, not a financial plan. Here is the difference between a salesperson and a true advisor. A true advisor is measured by your outcomes. A true advisor tells you things that might cost them the sale. A true advisor says this product is not the best fit for where you are trying to go. That does not happen inside a bank branch. The best financial guidance you will ever get, I mean it, the best financial guidance you will ever get is rarely sitting behind a desk at a bank. It comes from someone who is building alongside you, someone who wins when you win. This is who you need in your corner. And honestly, that is what this community is about. That is what the CBL Wealth Blueprint is designed to be. A framework that works for you, not for an institution's revenue goals. This is important. I'm moving all my money. Listen, I get it. I get it. Because once you learn that they are there for themselves and not you, you respond differently. Secret number 4. Your credit score is a tool they use against you until you use it first. I'm going to say it again. Secret number 4. Your credit score is a tool they use against you until you use it first. This one is personal to me because it's at the core of everything I teach. Banks use your credit profile to determine pricing, terms, and access. You already know this. The higher your score, the better the rate. The lower your score, the more you pay. But here's what most entrepreneurs and individuals do not realize. Your personal FICO score, the one tied to your Social Security number, is only 1 piece of the picture. There's a completely separate credit system built for businesses, and most business owners have never looked at it properly. Your business credit profile lives at Dun & Bradstreet, not FICO. It reports as a paydex score. It factors in how your business pays its vendors, suppliers, and creditors. And here's the key. It is completely separate from your personal credit. The bank knows both scores. They pull both. They use both to make decisions about you. But most business owners only think about one. So they are operating with half the picture while the bank has the full view. Here's what changes when you understand this. You stop being reactive to your credit and you start being strategic with it. You build your personal credit with intention. You build your business credit with intention. And when both are strong, you walk into funding conversations from a completely different position. Same person, different architecture. That is a C in CBL. Credit is not just a number, it's a structure, it's a system. And when you build it right, it becomes your greatest financial asset. I'm so glad to see you here with me on today. How many of you have checked your business credit profile in the last 90 days? Drop a yes or a no. If you've got a business, have you checked your business credit profile in the last 90 days? Don't be ashamed. If the answer is no, that's okay. That's exactly why you are here. We are going to fix that. Let's keep going. Secret number 5. You got to get this. Overdraft fees and penalty traps are engineered revenue. Wow. Engineered. This one might make you a little angry like it does me. And that's okay. Channel that energy, though, into action. Overdraft fees, late payment triggers, rate adjustment clauses. These are not accidents. They are not glitches. They are calculated revenue mechanisms built directly into the terms of your account and designed to be triggered. Here's one of the most people do not know. Some banks process your transactions in the order that generates the most fees, not the order in which you made them. Let me say that again. They rearrange the order of your transactions to maximize the number of overdraft fees they can charge you. I walked into a bank in my city one day and I happened to be standing at the front counter, but I had an angle where I could see a board that was in a back office. On that board, they had goal for overdraft fees for the month, followed by a number. Woo! Are you kidding me? Goal for overdraft fees, followed by a number for the month. That means before the month even starts, they've already got a goal of how many overdraft fees they need to collect at that branch for the month. Our court ruled this practice illegal at several major banks, but it took lawsuits to stop it. And the structure is still there, waiting in various forms at institutions all over the country. This is not a bug. This is a feature for them. So what do? First, turn on automatic balance alerts on every account. Know your numbers in real time. Second, if you have a business credit line, link your overdraft protection to that line, not to a savings account. That way, instead of being charged a fee, you are drawing on credit that you control. Third, understand the statement close date timing for your accounts. The timing of when they take a financial snapshot of your account affects how your balances are reported. Quick wins eliminate the fee extraction points. And when you stop leaking money to fees, that money stays in your ecosystem, and that is our goal. Protect your money like it matters, because it does. Secret number 6, your credit limit is a negotiation, not a verdict. This one is gold, literally. Most people treat a credit limit like a verdict handed down from a judge. You apply, they approve or deny, they give you a number, and you accept it. The bank knows it is a negotiation, and they are counting on you not knowing that. Here is what is actually happening. Credit limits are reviewed at most major banks every 6 months, automatically. And they are also subject to manual review at any time if you ask. If you are not requesting limit increases, you are leaving leverage on the table every single month. And here's the piece that most people miss. When your credit limit goes up, even if your balance stays exactly the same, your utilization ratio goes down. And utilization is one of the biggest factors in your credit score, 30% in the FICO system. So a simple limit increase request, which costs you nothing, can improve your score without changing your spending at all. Listen, I tell people that are clients of mine, here is your system for credit limit increases. When you first get a credit card, the day after the third billing cycle closes, request a credit limit increase. And from that point moving forward, the day after every sixth billing cycle ends, request another increase. It works, and it keeps your scores going up because your utilization goes down. This is because it is important that you know your payment history is affecting their decision. So when you have good billing cycles of great payment history, and then you ask as soon as it closes, they know that that's going to increase your opportunity to get this number where you want it to be. They talk about 30% utilization rule all the time, but you keep your balances below that. Get under the 10%, because when we target 10% on statement date, not due date, this is setting you up to make sure what's being reported is in your favor and not theirs. This is insider knowledge, and now it's yours. So you got to make sure that you get this every single time. Don't let them beat you this way. Secret number 7. Business credit is how you use their money to build your wealth. The most powerful one that I've taught today, and I want you to lean in right now. The bank's entire business model is built on one thing: deploying other people's money to generate returns. That's their whole game. That's the game. They take your deposits, they leverage them, they lend them out, they earn their money, they win. Business credit is the mechanism that lets entrepreneurs access that same system and use it to build income-producing assets without tying every decision back to your personal credit score. You just got to be smart about this. Think about what the bank will offer you. They will offer you a mortgage on a house that generates a 30-year interest payment stream for them. They will offer you a car loan on a depreciating asset that losses value the moment that you and I drive it off the car lot. Those values of losses just increase day one. But they will never sit you down and say this: here is how you can use a business line of credit. That does not report on your personal credit to fund an asset that generates income for you. That puts money in your pocket every month. That builds your equity. They're not going to have that conversation. That conversation is never going to happen. Not in a bank branch. Not unless you are already in the room with someone who knows the system. This is where credit, business, and life fully converge. When your credit is built correctly and your business is structured properly, you can access business credit that is separate from your personal profile. You can deploy that credit into income producing investments, and you can watch the bank's money work for you. Trust me, instead of the other way around. This is not theory. This is the exact framework I built the CBL Wealth Blueprint around, and people are applying it right now. Building credit, structuring businesses, accessing funding, creating leverage, building wealth. Because the truth of the matter is, the bank has always been a tool. The question is, who is holding it? That's the question that today you have to answer. Am I holding the tool, or is the tool being unused in my life? This is important. We got to bring it all together now. Here's what I want you to walk away with today. Every single one of these 7 secrets comes back to one word: positioning. The bank is positioned. They know the game. They play it every single day. They have the lawyers. They have the algorithms. They have the terms and conditions written in language you were never taught to read. So the question is not whether the game is rigged. The question is, are you going to position yourself to play it? That is what the CBL Wealth Blueprint is designed to do. Align your credit, build your business structure, and align your life so that money can flow to you, not just through you. Let me do a fast recap. 7 secrets, 30 seconds each. Secret 1, your deposits are their investment portfolio. Your savings is their leverage. Learn to deploy your money, not just save it. Secret 2, there are unadvertised credit programs that reward positioned borrowers. Know how to ask, know what language to speak. Secret 3, your bank's financial advisor is compensated on sales. Get advice from someone whose income is tied to your outcomes. Secret 4, your personal credit and your business credit are 2 different systems. Build both, control both. Secret 5, overdraft fees and penalty traps are engineered. Turn on alerts, link accounts, stop the leak. Secret 6, your credit limit is a negotiation. Request increases. Watch your utilization drop. Watch your score rise. Secret 7, business credit is the mechanism that lets you use their money to build your wealth. Structure it right, and the game absolutely changes. Do me a favor right now. If this content added value to your life today, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to this great channel if you have not already done that, because we drop this kind of knowledge on a regular basis, and you do not want to miss what's coming up next. If you want to go deeper, if you want to actually build your CBL Blueprint, the link is in the description to get a coaching session with me. Come check it out. Let's talk. Drop a question in the chat now or in the comments. What hit the hardest today? What do you want me to go deeper on? Because I read every single one of them. Listen, I really appreciate you taking the time. Really appreciate you taking the time to listen in to what we're saying, because this can change your life forever if you position yourself properly moving forward. Now, I appreciate every single one of you for being here today, for real. You didn't have to show up. You didn't have to stay, but you did. And that tells me something about who you are and what you are building. Success is not random. It never was. It comes from alignment. When your credit is right, when your business is structured, when your life is intentional, money flows. That is the blueprint. And you are already on the path. The replay is going to be coming up shortly. Drop a comment on this video. Tell me what hit you the hardest, because those comments help more people find this content. And that is how we grow this community together. Well, I appreciate you all. I want you to be blessed, and I want you to have a great rest of the day. and a great rest of your week. Be blessed. I look forward to talking to you again real soon. Thank you for being here.